Most people know nothing about chronophilias. And that's fine. Because they're bullshit. All you really need to know is that there are pedos and normals. They are attracted to prepubescent and postpubescent people respectively. If, for some reason you think that the concept of chronophilias is relevant or useful, please keep watching. Every scientist wants to be Newton, or Einstein. They want to be the guy who invents the theory of everything, or at least a theory that explains a huge chunk of reality. Sexologist Michael Sedo tried to do that with his theory of chronophilias. Divide up people into maturity groups, then peeps attracted to each group get labeled with the appropriate philia. Everybody fits somewhere on Sedo's chronophilia scale. Except it's nonsense. Here's an example. According to Sedo, the elderly exist, so sexual attraction to them should be called gerontophilia. And in his paper he writes, "Hey, look, there are some examples of senior citizens getting raped. So gerontophilia is a thing." I'm not even exaggerating very much. This quote evidence unquote is so flimsy I'm speechless. He also says, more or less, that 50-year-old women look different from 20-year-old women, so there must be a philia for them. He consulted his buddy Blanchard, then made up the word, mesophilia. Since there is some granny porn featuring women in their 50s, this philia must exist, right? The whole concept is ridiculous and it is based on nothing. He admits no one has ever studied it. So nobody knows anything about it, other than some men watch porn featuring middle-aged women. Are we sure mesophilia exists? Sedo's chronophilias are as useful and interesting as the fact that some people search for porn featuring blondes, big tits, skinny, glasses, BBW, school uniform, etc. Sedo calls normal sexual attraction teleophilia. It doesn't really need a weird Greek name, but what the hell? Sedo's famous study is called The Puzzle of Male Chronophilias. It's not that long, and it's surprisingly easy to read. I encourage you to read it. Not because it outlines something useful, but in order to see just how flimsy the foundation for the concept of chronophilias is. Sedo also talks about a thing he calls ephebophilia. He claims it is the sexual attraction to late adolescents, or people aged 15 to 19. Adolescence is not a scientifically valid concept, and Sedo himself admits that he has no data to support the idea that ephebophilia exists. He cites a guy named Krafft-Ebing, who published in 1886. Krafft-Ebing believed that the desire to have gay sex was caused by masturbating as a young man, so maybe he's not a rock-solid source. But it doesn't matter, because if you check the work cited by Blanchard, there's no mention of ephebophilia there at all. It is all completely baseless. So the chronophilias that remain are pedophilia, teleophilia, which normal people call normal, and hebephilia. People are not sexually attracted to dates on documents. Time is not a relevant factor. The chrono in chronophilia means time. The very foundation of the concept is flawed. People are attracted to bodies. Human bodies have two main phases, before and after puberty. Thus the difference between pedophilia and normal bodies don't change from child to adult overnight. It can take a couple of years. This transition is called puberty. The evidence suggests that there are actually men who find pubescence more arousing than adults. This phenomenon is called hebephilia. So that's it. Realistically, there are 3 groups. For more detail, please watch my videos. Are maps pedos in sheep's clothing? And the giant myth of ephebophilia. Sexology is a small field. All the top researchers know each other and support each other. They are friends and colleagues. It is very unlikely that one will come out and openly state that Blanchard and Sedo are ridiculously wrong about chronophilias. I, however, have no such qualms. I will call a spade a spade.